Finally got a couple of hats I've been looking for. I've got a bunch of these kinds of shirts. I've always been into that look. And then, funny enough, it also is how Bray Wyatt for a long time dressed. Anyways, enough about that. Link down below as always to credit WWE for piecing this together. So Nick Aldis started off the show in ring, welcoming Nia Jax out as she is the 2024 Queen of the Ring. And basically Bayley came out, and then Chelsea and Piper attacked her from behind. And Piper looked at Nia, and Chelsea spouted off saying, "You don't need to worry about Bayley, you need to worry about champion Piper Niven," which would be interesting. I really like Piper Niven. AJ Styles backstage with Nick Aldis says that he would like to have some time in the ring to address his future. Nick granted him that. Tommaso Ciampa versus Austin Theory in a one-on-one. Tommaso Ciampa defeated Austin Theory after Grayson Waller inadvertently kept doing his thing, but he was distracting Austin Theory. They were kind of mumbling back and forth to each other. They weren't really happy. Nick says that Bayley and Naomi will happen versus Chelsea and Piper later that night, and LA Knight runs in, asks about AJ and Logan Paul if they're around. Kayla backstage then asked LA Knight what he wants, and LA Knight said that he wants Logan for the US title. Then Carmelo Hayes came in to ramble off some stuff, and to be perfectly honest with you, and I'm not trying to be rude, I don't know what the fuck he was saying. I have no idea. No idea. Just on the mic, like I said, to each their own, definitely not up there with one of my favorites. Andrade defeats Apollo Crews. Haven't seen Apollo Crews in a long time. It was nice seeing him. I remember when he first hit the scene for the first time. He's an incredible talent. Kind of a missed opportunity. He's had a few titles in the back of his past. And it was nice to see him. I miss him and Titus and Dana Brooke and the whole Titus Worldwide thing. I remember that. Had some good memories of that. Angel was there trying to, get Andrade to join, but he won't budge. So after the match, he's like, you know what? I don't care. He just walked past him, and that was it. Backstage, Solo tells Tonga and Tama to take care of the Prophets, and then Heyman walked in and says he only sees random acts of violence. He doesn't see any strategy like you would see with Paul Heyman. So backstage, Andrade is greeted by Angel, but then immediately Apollo attacks Angel. Maybe they'll have a match next week. I don't know. Kevin Owens with Paul Heyman bleeding. He wasn't bleeding. Pleading. My goodness. To back out of talking about Solo Sikoa. The new bloodline is different. They're a bunch of thugs. They're animals. They don't respect Kevin Owens, whereas Roman Reigns acknowledged and respected Kevin Owens as a legitimate threat to his championship. Yeah, this was a really, really, really good promo. It was like, oh, so you can redeem yourself and I can't? Paul Heyman was saying. It's like, this is why, potentially you could trust me and stuff like that. I'm looking out for your better interest. Your kids have met my kids, this, that, and the other thing. And this, to me, like overall, just that segment alone, believe it or not, was the highlight of the night for me. I kind of forget to do those sometimes for the few people that'll give a shit to hear like what my favorite part of the night was. And that was definitely one of them. KO and the Street Profits then. Oh, because it was an all-out brawl, by the way. Yeah, it helps if I remember that. Because the Bloodline came out, but then the Street Profits came out to even out the odds. And then we had KO and the Street Profits face the Bloodline, and the Bloodline did win that. Piper and Chelsea versus Bayley and Naomi. This was a nice little match. And it had it with Chelsea and Piper Niven defeating Bayley and Naomi. And then at the end, of course, you can watch the whole segment, 11 minutes. This was pretty good. It tugged on our heartstrings. LA Knight says he respects AJ backstage. Then Cody runs into AJ, who seems nice and calm, whispered in his ear. It ended up being that, could you please come to the ring? He brought Gallows and Anderson out. Says he couldn't have done it without him. AJ brings out Cody finally. Nice little chat. And the whole time I'm like, he's going to flip. And he did. He attacked AJ. Gave him the Styles Clash off the stairs onto the ground, on the apron, on the outside of the ring. I couldn't really get the angle at the end with Luke Gallows and Anderson. Are they on board with this? Because they did not try to stop AJ. So I don't know if now they're going to get back together and the Good Brothers, the OG, the OC, if they're going to flip heel. What sucks about that is I just really like Gallows and Anderson as face. I mean, same with AJ. And I hope that Mishin is still there because they have a lot of history together as a group. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm trying to make these videos like really, really shorter so that I'm not wasting your time. But I really do enjoy making these like a great deal. It keeps me accountable to keep watching the products. I used to get a little bit lazy sometimes. Pay attention to all those small details as I smack myself in the chin with my microphone. Hopefully, obviously, a couple of people may enjoy this and we can strike some discussions which could lead to more videos so I can make another $1 and hopefully grow the channel to make some more money naturally. I mean, first and foremost, it's a love and a passion for doing this. And then of course, a very close second is being able to sustain myself financially because that ain't doing so well. That's why I got this hat for $11, okay? The thumbs up if you liked the video. It does greatly help support that channel that I'm talking to you about with the algorithm and trying to make me more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up online. And if you didn't like the video, that's fine. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half. I'll twist it. And I'll just, break it off in your ass. Solo Cohen spike in the rectum. You should know about that by now. And if you want to subscribe, did I already say that? Naturally, that would be great. Hold on, my microphone's crooked here. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And if I'm lucky, I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.